If you hear any noise in the background, I have a fan on at the moment, okay? You might not hear it, to be honest. Hello everyone, it's your girl Luna here, and we are back with the last episode of First and Last Principles. Oh my god. Yes, this is the last episode. I checked around and this only has like 14 parts. Part 11 is basically the finale. Essentially, it's that big long part in every Reverse 999 story. So yeah, this will be the last video on this event story, and yeah, let's get straight into Part 11, Open Sesame, a universal incantation and a useless defense. I'm scared that there's no recommended level. Oh god. Good vibes all around, good vibes. Oh yeah, Enigma is still here. ...
What an absurd experience, using my eyes to gauge the distance. What I saw was a far-off tower and the many difficulties to reach it. That, I realize now, was another result of my observation. Yet the moment I stopped trying to logically deduce its location, lo and behold, here it is.
He touches the white wall before him, as if to confirm it's really there.
If arcanists truly live in a world of such unpredictability as this, it's little wonder many think they have mental problems.
Damn.
Alright. Since everything's been reset, that thieving raven will likely reappear at the tower, with his shiny contraband in tow.
Ludwig.
The only problem is getting inside.
Yeah, the door's not really there. Enigma tilts his head back and estimates the tower's height, weighing whether it's worth the climb.
There aren't enough footholds, and I'm not certain whether that structure up there is in fact a window.
Knowing where we are, probably not, I'm gonna be honest. He pauses, then lowers his voice.
Open sesame.
The wall doesn't answer, nor does it mock him for trying.
Arcanists can't just make up incantations, it seems. I thought as much. Surely, I don't have to delve into my imagination.
Closes his eyes, still facing the stubborn wall.
Arcane skills. Arcane skills. How on earth do they figure out these things? I should have asked for a copy of a basic guide to using Arcanum before cutting off communication. Never mind. The principles ought to be about the same. Focus your mind and let the intensity of your thoughts bore a hole in the wall.
Not hoping to turn your thoughts into a sledgehammer, are you?
Ludwig! Welcome! Enigma's eyes snap open. The unchanging darkness is gone. He follows the sound upwards. The raven glides down for a smooth landing.
I never expected the ever-logical Adler would have such a wild imagination.
Enough wasting time. Hand it over.
You didn't make all that effort making your way here simply to rob me, did you? Seems Laplace hasn't been so busy these days.
As you can see, your instincts have interfered with our work. If you enjoy collecting shiny things so much, I'll give you this communicator. Take it, or any other thing you want.
Empirische Urteile. Überhebliche Spekulationen. Ja, so denkst du. Und genau deshalb wirst du den Nutzern arkaner Fähigkeiten niemals begreifen.
I'm trying to figure out what language he's speaking. It sounds Russian.
That's irrelevant.
Or the way he pronounces things reminds me of Russian. Could be German. It's probably German. Ludwig. See, I get very sort of like mixed up between German and Russian because I don't know, but some words in both languages seem almost sound like similar, so I'm not sure.
Has the simulation been upgraded? Or are you being affected by corrupted data?
Enigma understood him, so
The others haven't shared much personal information on Ludwig. Are you German?
there you go, German. Ludwig just mechanically turns his head, fixes his gaze on him.
Ich verstehe
That's
ganz
creepy.
genau, was du willst. Du bist viele Male in diesen Turm gekommen, um ihn zu zerstören. Und diese Farce eines Experiments. Dann hat sich etwas verändert. Du wurdest neugierig, wolltest seine Geheimnisse enthüllen. Der natürliche Instinkt eines Forschers. Doch du wurdest viel zu hastig in deinem Streben und hast begonnen, Dinge zu erforschen, die du niemals zu begreifen hoffen kannst.
A constant stream of words flow from Ludwig's beak.
Enough chit-chat. You...
Du kannst das Arkanum nicht begreifen.
Arcanum.
Stop!
What's he done? Oh, he finally understands the source of his discomfort. He has never sensed arcane fluctuations before. Not until now. Please. Oh. That is giving Edgar Allan Poe.
Kannst du diese Tür nicht öffnen?
Enigma grabs the communicator and throws it at the Raven, who effortlessly dodges with a flap of his wing. Edgar Allan Poe, the Raven. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
You're the one interfering with my experiment, Researcher Adler. I need the core to help me unveil the mysteries of language. In fact, not long ago, I made a rather decent discovery.
Another flap of black wings. Enigma notices data flowing across them. Their silhouette begins to melt away, giving way to the cold gleam of metal beneath.
Was that hypnosis? A curse? Or a prophecy? Or is that nonsense? And yet nothing has come of it. Most likely needs time to activate.
Enigma checks his timer.
There's still half an hour left. Enough time to get you out of my way.
I need the core. It stays here.
Damn. Okay. They've properly balance mode it. Okay, that's not too bad. All of these guys are, yeah.
To where should I flutter?
Oh, baby.
Eine Einmischung ist der eigentliche Beweis dafür, dass die Erschaffung einer perfekten Sprache notwendig ist. Dieser Kern wird es mir ermöglichen, die schmutzigen Fehler der Sprache zu eliminieren. Keine Abhängigkeit mehr von Kontext oder Erfahrung. Keine Mehrdeutigkeiten oder Missverständnisse mehr. Wenn die Entropie ihr Minimum erreicht, kann durch Sprache eine wahrhaft präzise und tiefgreifende Form der Selbstexpression erreicht werden. Und so wirst du schließlich vollständig begreifen, was ich beschrieben habe.
If you just surrender the core, there would be no reason to fight. Ich werde mir dein weiteres Geschwätz nicht mehr anhören.
My guy, there's a bigger picture here. So can you just like back off?
I had the rear.
Forgive me.
Strike when the time is right.
Damn, that did a lot of damage, more than I thought it would.
Listen. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out. Listen.
Well, that ended quickly.
Vampires.
This is why you always have a sentinel, my guy. The fortress crumbles. The metal dissolves like foam. Ludwig twitches on the ground. He spreads his wings and struggles into an upright position. Data flashes in his black eyes.
My data? You've utterly destroyed it.
We both know the box will reset. And you'll go back to your chattering, Raven.
Ah, yes. The pieces exist in a world that may be reset. One might think their lives are full of opportunity and that everything is recoverable. But under special conditions, these pieces can also die.
What do you mean?
The core's contents have the ability to interfere with everything around it. It can tear your mind apart, even scramble your data into a jumbled mess. Opening its protective shell won't bring you the results you're looking for. Ludwig already paid the price for his curiosity. His experiment failed, and his mind was imprisoned here. It wasn't until a short while ago that he finally departed. I am merely a segment of leftover data, an attempt to warn other curious minds to stay well away from danger.
Ah, so that's why Ludwig is here. This is only a segment of him that is stuck within the toy box from his time trapped in the toy box. I was wondering why he was here when he's obviously out of the toy box in the last part we played. Well, that's been cleared up, so I'm happy.
Actions came from good intentions. Care to explain that incantation of yours? It still hasn't taken effect.
It was meant to change your mind, to prevent you from comprehending the arcane presence here. In stopping you from entering the tower, you would be protected from the madness and ruin that awaits. There's no need for you to go the way of the other pieces who came here, breaking down piece by piece, until you eventually vanish into nothing.
His feathers begin to fall. More symbols flicker across his body.
But you needn't worry. It won't be long until my arcane skill ceases to function.
I've never had the opportunity to work with Ludwig. But based on your simulation of him, I can guess he's a stubborn, conceited, curious, egotistical
Oh, not really. Just a raven cursed with knowledge, trying his best to protect those who come after.
A typical Laplace employee.
You're unhappy.
He studies Enigma with eyes that no longer shine.
No. I was only thinking that perhaps there should be someone who helps bear the risks and makes decisions on behalf of these geniuses. Working alongside colleagues with no understanding of lab safety protocols comes at too great a price. Having a branch director go missing for so long must have certainly affected productivity.
Ludwig catches the anger in his words and the trace of grief beneath it. He tries to move past both.
But you and I have never worked together.
Enigma checks his timer again.
We've been colleagues for the last 10 minutes.
You're not going to heed my warning, are you? You're still going to remove the core to satisfy your curiosity.
I am going to take it. Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something.
Ludwig nods.
What a coincidence. Some of the previous pieces who came here said a similar thing. Their data was also destroyed. Unless new data is uploaded, they'll never appear in the box again. I'm not entirely sure what to call it. I hope you'll forgive me for presuming it as death. Which, I believe, is precisely what I'm experiencing now. Farewell, my colleague. I wish you all the best.
There he goes. Ludwig vanishes into the air, and on the wall behind where he had stood, a door appears. Yep. Yep, there he is. The last bit of Ludwig's data in the toy box. Enigma approaches the door. To be continued. I've closed the door now, so hopefully we don't get too much traffic noises. Anyways, part 12. That endless green. One among countless in the world. One that belongs only to your memory. All for nothing.
Next time a colleague disappears without a trace, they'd better leave behind more clues first. Not even a crack. This isn't drawn on, is it?
I bet you the garage is going to be on the other side. Knock it open. This is the only path.
No
Knock it
visible
open.
locks. No signs of arcane skills either.
Prove yourself. Knock it open. But to whom?
Greta's been here. She found a way through. There must be a way.
Why surrender everything about yourself to something else?
Researcher Adler, how are you? We've all been quite concerned about your condition.
Enigma ignores the
The
voices
results
calling
of
from
our
outside.
investigation into the storm have arrived, and everyone's fighting to form research teams. This might be a bit presumptuous, but we'd like to invite you to join us.
Just another group of people who believe science can explain everything.
During a cryptography lecture at the University of Göttingen, you said every puzzle has a solution, and that if there is no answer, it's just because we haven't figured out the rules yet.
Just some seekers who think they can solve it all.
A puzzle that nobody's ever solved will be entering new territory. The first to research the storm.
And we'll be the first to find a solution, to figure out the truth.
He stares at the crossword before him. The letters in its square drowned in ink so thick they're illegible. Just like the storm, covering everything with no pattern at all.
A solution that can be overturned at any time by the appearance of an inexplicable presence. Only a fanatic would find joy in all this. At least they finally have some evidence that gods are here.
There's
I
Gretchen.
hear they've given you a nickname, good health.
Oh.
Enigma. You must admit your colleagues have quite a sense of humor. And taste, if you ask me.
Is he really just playing ball with himself? She sets down a stack of files.
You may be helping with some decoding work in here, and somehow turned me into your personal news and paper delivery girl. But this house isn't a laboratory, nor your dorm, and it's certainly not an emergency shelter. There is no harm in returning to a normal life.
I'm listening.
No, you aren't.
Enigma sighs and sets down the squash ball in his hand.
All right, fine. I'll say what you want me to say. How's the situation outside, Greta? Everyone must be very busy. They've given up on sending smart robots to my door, and they haven't asked me to join their various research teams for quite some time. Has the storm research had any new breakthroughs? Is everyone in high spirits? Busy coming up with great ideas?
She's quiet for a moment, then shakes her head slightly.
Another storm hit. It was sudden. I heard there were researchers gathering data outside. They didn't make it back in time. The situation as a foundation isn't much better.
He wants to slam his fist on the table. Instead, he just pushes the papers aside, exhausted.
Is that so? I see.
There must be a reason, something that has driven you here, to stand before the store, to demand a response that has never come. Self-expectations.
I've attended lectures at Laplace. Their researchers firmly believe they can discover the truth. It's utter conceit. But that's the way it should be.
Others' expectations.
I'll take up that role and do what you've been nagging me to do. I'll take care of those pesky committees. But just so you know, I'm not doing this for the higher-ups who look down on us, but for the people who look up to us from below.
I wish to change everything.
Because I want Laplace to remain a place for people like you. Someone has to do something.
He has never truly looked at this door. Difficulties and obstacles are common in research. Every result is built on countless failures. For the first time, he takes a few steps back to get a clearer look at this old enemy, the one he has been wrestling with for as long as he can remember.
I should have done this a long time ago. No need to speculate on how the past could have gone. There's an excellent opportunity. Right here and now.
The picrasum extract is wearing off. His heartbeat pounds in his ears as everything he perceives slowly returns to what it was.
Everything inside the toy box changes with observation. It faithfully recreates my every thought, perception, and idea.
Maybe it's the side effects of the extract, maybe it's the absurdity of what he sees, how unsurprising it all is. Searing pain rises behind his eyes.
Turns out, there was no wall around the door after all.
An unknown darkness engulfs him. He steps forward with ease. The place where this toy box journey began. Every journey began at this field. He recognizes the feeling of the grass beneath his boots.
Back where I started.
And there's the core.
Not bad.
Parting the blades, he makes his way towards the center. The core rests there in the grass, waiting for the next stubborn seeker to pick it up.
The core can read one's thoughts and make the toy box manifest whatever one desires most. I wanted to create a language without limits, a language everyone could understand and use. And so, it rebuilds the Tower of Babel for me. It is far too powerful. If you take it, you'll be engulfed by it. Something I don't want to happen. But it's clear you've made your decision. I'm powerless to stop you. I can only wish you the best of luck, and hope you stay true to your convictions. If I had the time, I'd like to have witnessed what it creates for you.
Into the field. There's an endless green in countless places. Maybe it's the mountaintop he wants to reach. Maybe it's the graveyard he can't bring himself to visit. Maybe it's the open field in front of the Laplace building. All he wanted was to return to that first field of grass.
All right. Adventure's over.
Enigma bends down and picks up the core.
Good. It's created a new code under my observation. A familiar, basic code. And a hint. Das Zeitalter der Menschen ist zu Ende.
He reads the words under his breath. This is as close to reality as the simulation gets, replicating appearance, language, and thought. The data does its job, producing the most reasonable result it can. In the real world, there is a note just like this in his drawer, taken from that pioneer's journal. She found the answer, even here in the simulation. Proof that she will walk this path every time, without exception. Prophecy written in data.
Arcanum.
To be continued. Alright, part 13. Fellow travelers, we continue to walk the path of progress. While I'm recording this, I'm looking at my nails and I'm like, I've chipped my nail. It's bothering me greatly.
The Visionaire cipher. A multi-layered application of the Caesar cipher. In this scenario, using Kaczynski's test to reverse engineer the key from known ciphertext is the most suitable approach. Usually, the key isn't particularly long. It was most likely repeated to generate this ciphertext. Simply find the repeating character sequences and use the distance between them to infer the key's length. It must be a multiple.
God damn it. He hasn't worked on something like this in a long time. A simple puzzle, simple enough that he once walked his family through it as a clever little trick.
Where did I put that German
Your
letter
family must
frequency
get
table?
really annoyed with you.
First, calculate the index of coincidence. Then, try each possible key combination in order. Laplace's computers must operate at remarkably high speeds. All that remains, then, is to pick out the plain text with the most meaning. Done.
He picks up the device.
And to think this is the answer generated from my observation, I'd expected it to be something far more mundane, like squash or answer.
Enter the correct letters into the core. Okay. I get a fun little puzzle. Zukunft. I don't know what that means, so I hope it's not a bad word.
Zukunft.
Zukunft. The metal melts into a soft liquid and the indecipherable symbols fall away. He has solved it. And his reward is an unbearable truth. Oh. He can no longer see the arcane glow, yet the burning behind his eyes return all the same. His vision blurs, his arms begin to tremble, everything around him collapses inward, like a crushed cardboard box.
These intense arcane fluctuations. I've seen them before.
His arcane is being activated.
Verdammt. First, I need to...
The metal returns to its original form. The secret was revealed for only a moment, but that moment was enough. The lock isn't there to keep knowledge in. It's there to protect those too ignorant to survive it. Look at his fucking office. It's a fucking mess. Jesus Christ. Why is there tennis balls everywhere? What the fuck is going on here? I am judging this man greatly, by the way. Look at all the crosswords everywhere.
I must have seen something like this before. Yes. It was when they tried to read that incantation aloud.
Oh, yes. The first circle. The miraculous knot. The thing you will remember till the day you die. Enigma's fingers fly across the keys, pulling up files from the Laplace database.
High concentrations of asymmetrical nuclide power detected in
from
certain
the
locations.
Antarctica.
Upon inspection, these concentrations were not
You
correlated
say
with
Nautica
any external factors. These locations did not follow any particular distribution pattern, nor did they overlap with the results of our geological surveys. Based on our current research, the arcane fluctuations at these locations are similar to those of an activated Hoffman knot, both sharing the same tremor frequency. Some posit this as a blessing of sorts, resulting from the worship of a supreme existence. For example, the school of Aperon's belief in the Boundless One spared them from the effects of the storm, and Miss Amundsen's self-described worship of the Mother Spirit is most likely connected to the mutation she underwent. All of these locations had records of relatively extended periods of deity worship. Supreme existence? deity?
You don't believe that shit. You
There
don't
were a
believe it.
unifying theory to describe the entire universe. Even these so-called gods would be scientifically explained.
Puppets manipulated by invisible strings. Enigma leans forward, head bowed. He stares at the cold metal core in his hands. Doubt and mockery hardened into anger, which then instantly morphs into something stronger. Curiosity.
What a helpful little assistant you are.
In the suitcase.
The news you brought back was very interesting, Simone.
Simone and Lucy.
Madame Z has always maintained a cooperative attitude toward Laplace. It should have come as no surprise to you.
The glowing bar of her eye flickers. This is the latest expression Madame Lucy has learned, roughly the equivalent of a human wink. Data analysis has shown it can lighten the mood and convey warmth, making it particularly well suited for conversation between friends. Just friends. Sure.
I did not expect Laplace would receive such unique research materials. The details contained in the core of that toy box have created a new basis for greater exploration and research into the storm. Perfecting the immunity ritual has become a more likely possibility. The report also mentions that researchers Adler and Medicine Pocket collaborated to develop an antidote for picrasma extract. I did not use the wrong names, correct?
No, I don't
Correct.
think you did.
Your data loss has alleviated considerably. Although a significant portion of data still remains irrecoverable with our current abilities, it's only a matter of time until we find a solution, Madame Lucy.
Good. Then, I will apply for some even more complex research tasks when the time comes.
She nods seriously.
I have finished composing a response to researcher Adler's letter. First, the antidote is undoubtedly an invention with immense practical value, allowing picrasma extract to be used to greater effect. However, their testing methods went against regulations. They have violated Articles 51 and 106 of the Laplace Laboratory Code of Conduct.
Normal Laplace practice, breaking the codes.
While I congratulate researcher Adler on his official appointment as director, I must also warn him that he will appear on this month's public notice board for these violations.
Damn it.
In other words, everyone will see his appointment and his breach of regulations announced side by side.
That just makes sense.
Based on my estimates, this has a 92% chance of occurring. Approaching certainty.
Simone smiles.
There is something else I do not understand. Does Laplace currently have a large surplus of paper? All this information could have been relayed via communication device.
It's generally considered that letters are a more formal form of notice. Any other thoughts on his appointment? Would you like me to monitor researcher Adler's performance during his first 3 months as director?
There is no need to scrutinize this specific matter, Simone.
I'm sorry. I see Lucy and I'm just like, holy fuck. Oh. I just like how they did Lucy. Not the character design, no. The way they went about making her look robotic and metallic, I love that. And every time I see Lucy, I'm like, she creeps me the fuck out. She's one of the characters that creeps me the fuck out. But I appreciate how they did the coloring on her. I appreciate it greatly. It looks so good. Sorry, I got distracted. Another flicker of her eye, she runs her fingers over the letter on the desk. I'm a bit of an art nerd, okay? Leave me alone.
I am still functioning. Thus, there are still people who seek answers to the world's unsolved mysteries, and those who work to uncover its unknown principles. We continue to walk the path of progress.
Yes, ma'am. To be continued. Yeah. And we're back in the meeting room. Part 14. Don't look back in anger. In a better place, or perhaps in the future. We're in the meeting room, guys. We get to see all of our face. Why is there a tennis rack in here?
Very thorough report.
Sorry.
And knowing where you stand, it's safe to say Laplace won't be facing many more problems for the time being.
She flips through the files and nods.
Our research will continue until we uncover the truth behind the toy box. After we establish the toy box research group, I'll be sure to submit more detailed reports of our results. What you have there is far from our final conclusion on the subject, or on our collaboration with the Foundation.
Between compromises, the soon-to-be director has learned how to fold his ground.
Anyone who gives a final answer without careful consideration is either a gambler or a cheat. I'm glad to see your prudence and rationality as a researcher remain as dependable as ever. Of course, I'm even happier you finally decided to be more than just a researcher.
I'm sorry, but even now I still don't fully understand your decision. I also have one more condition.
Go ahead.
Before my appointment is officially announced, I want to meet with the timekeeper.
Ooh!
The Foundation's stance is not fully representative of the timekeepers, is it?
Enigma and the timekeeper meeting? Ooh.
Under the framework of a new bill, the timekeeper and her team do enjoy a greater degree of autonomy.
An answer that is both ambiguous and clever. Such autonomy still falls within the Foundation's legal framework.
Regardless, this isn't a difficult request to fulfill. Laplace's research findings have made many major contributions to the timekeeper's operations. Rebuilding trust during this period of turmoil is essential.
Yes, ma'am.
You've become quite proficient at all this. And I'm just finally starting to get used to it.
Maintaining Laplace's independence, meeting with the timekeeper. Is there anything else?
Enigma is quiet for a moment.
Before the Foundation requests the details of any of Laplace's research, they must inform me what it will be used for. Can you accept this?
The Foundation has never deliberately concealed anything from Laplace. We've always guaranteed your right to know.
Yes, but the reasons they provide could easily be half-truths, or arrive late. I don't mean to make your life difficult, but you know better than I the reality of how the Foundation operates. Judging by your reaction, you can't make that promise. I expected as much.
She neither confirms nor denies it.
I have no other requests.
All those endless meetings finally prove their worth. The strategic concession, a classic among expert negotiators. Not meant to get anything specific, but to make a point.
Very good.
She pauses.
You'll be notified of the official appointment within the week, after which it will be announced to every department. Hopefully, we won't run into any trouble.
She dances around the room.
You have a lot of paperwork ahead of you. Why not start with a tidy up? Some advice from someone with experience. Those paper stacks tend to shrink after a little organization.
That's why get me in Enigma's office. I would clean that shit. I would organize that shit. Even though my actual bedroom itself isn't very clean at the best of times, it's organized. It's organized. I know where everything is.
Resorting to psychological suggestion?
If it gets the job done.
Madame Z walks to the door, then turns to say goodbye.
All in all, congratulations to you, Adler. into Laplace. You've secured a positive future for this place.
She leaves. Enigma standing surrounded by walls of files. Sighs. Come on, let's go to this meeting. I want to see everyone. Enigma stops outside the meeting room door.
Marguerite.
There she is. And she's in her fancy outfit, guys. Laplace is a massive institution, and as such, they rarely cross paths. Last time they exchanged only a brief nod. He takes a moment to study her. The cold, metallic gleam runs through the center of her dress, like a butterfly emerging from a dark cocoon of torn fabric and flesh.
I've seen your research. Not half bad.
She wears an impeccable smile.
Thank you, Mr. Adler. And congratulations.
She's a bitch. I love her. Brief, but sufficient. He doesn't want his first act as director to be tearing an irreparable rift through Laplace.
Go on in, Mr. Adler. Everyone's waiting.
Look at that! Okay, let's talk through this. Man's Pocket is on the table. On the table, just looking at the toy box, not giving a shit. Elizabeth is doing all of the work here, looking, and honestly, I believe Elizabeth would decorate the whole meeting room. And Ulrich, look at that smile. Look at that smile. How could you hate this man? And Marguerite's just, yeah. Look at that cake though, Jesus. Pie poppers go off with a bang. Colourful ribbons rain down over the Enigma.
What the hell are you all doing?
None of this is what he'd expected. It was supposed to be a brief meeting, but the moment he opened the door, control slipped away from him entirely.
It's a celebration, Mr. Enigma, for your birthday. And for your appointment as director, of course.
Look at X's smile! Oh, it's my baby. I love him. And me making that noise got my dog to come and say hi to me. Hello, babes.
Today isn't my birthday.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You can celebrate it early.
Yeah. Yep.
The most important thing is today is a day worth celebrating.
It is worth celebrating. You are officially director, Enigma.
There's cake. Is that dairy cream? Or something plant-based?
Yeah, sneak. Elizabeth pulls another party popper. A sharp smell halts the snake's investigation.
Wait.
Our readings have shown higher concentrations of cortisol and adrenaline in the air.
Woo!
We've all been under pressure lately. You most of all, Adler. Your index is higher than anyone else's. A celebration like this gives everyone a chance to relax, which in turn makes them all the more productive with the upcoming workload.
A thoughtful theoretical justification for the party, courtesy of Ulrich.
Well, this is a birthday party, isn't it? Make a wish, Enigma. What's that? You want me to make one on your behalf? Well, if you say so. I wish more than anything in the world.
God damn it.
Form to pass today. I need to sample the outer material of the toy box.
Denied. Your plasma consumption research already jumped the queue. And we need to maintain the structural integrity of the toy box.
Medicine Pocket rolls their eyes and drifts towards the toy box on the table anyway.
Hey, step away from the box. No.
This party seems to have given these geniuses an excuse to run wild. No one cares anymore what the meeting was supposed to be about.
Listen up!
He raises his voice, helpless, and his brilliant colleagues finally spare him a moment of their attention.
As you all know, I will be serving as Laplace's director.
I love him. Exit gives an approving whistle.
Sans blague, you don't say.
We were hardly surprised by the decision. You'd already been doing the work for quite some time. All this goes to prove that, even though you needed some time to adjust, Madame Lucy's judgment was correct.
Though he'd prepared a few words, he now finds himself thinking carefully about how a leader ought to express themselves.
I suppose I've well and truly picked up some useless habits.
And? Anything else you want to say, Director?
He looks around at his colleagues. Objectively speaking, they are all gifted, yet in wildly different ways. Subjectively speaking, they are a handful. But they all share the same belief. Maybe not Marguerite, but it's fine. Science. He abandons the speech.
In short, I will do my best. Until we find someone better suited for the job.
No, look at that. It's the background for the event story. The end. Oh my god. And I still don't have fucking Enigma in the gacha. God damn it. So, we're back to the gun saying hello.
Diejenigen, die nicht vom Sturm geholt werden. Wohin gehen sie, wenn sie sterben? Eine Frage, die noch immer unbeantwortet bleibt.
A black and white grid of crossword puzzle.
Ich glaube nicht an die Existenz von Göttern. Noch an irgendeinen Himmel. Oder ein... Ich wünschte, du könntest mir deine Antwort geben, Greta. Ich wünschte, ich könnte dich.
He rests his finger on the trigger.
Bang.
The age of humans has come to an end. But you can continue living.
A fine pistol, a birthday gift. A memento. A beginning.
In our new age.
Well, that's done. Oh, there's so many. To everyone on the Space Monitor Project team, there's a celebration party this Saturday. Don't forget to wear your best clothes. Hisabeth. Mr. Pocket has invented a new Pyrocrest candy dessert. It has a beautiful circular shape. Everyone is welcome to try it. 37. Due to venue conflict, this week's Nautica meet and greet has been moved from Saturday 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday at the same time. Ezra. The study on Picrasium as a coffee substitute safe for human consumption has been uploaded to the database X. My Mrs. Winsong is taking me out to buy proper clothes for the party. The office will be empty today from 6 p.m. to... not 6 p.m., 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Please don't make a wasted trip. Caparina? I didn't expect it to be so formal. Alright, I'll be there on time. Name day. My appointment as director of the LSCC will officially take effect this Saturday. Adler. Regarding the Space Monitor Project team celebration party, just remember to come. The dress code is just another one of Sylvia's flights of fancy. Pointer. I love them. Well, we might as well max out everything. Let's finish this by maxing out all of the things.
Adler ready. I have the rear. Straight when the time is right.
Yeah! Vampire.
There we go.
Adler ready.
And we do the same shit we do every time.
The feathers will answer.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Return to your position.
There we go. And there's our achievement. And there's our another achievement. What can we spend our goodies on? I don't know what this is, so we'll ignore this now. We can get some sound. Let's get some music. I like some music. I do actually need a crystal casket, so we'll get that. No, I'm getting old tickets. There we go. Select a research category. Oh. Select up to 4 types of material. Each costs a different amount of funds. You can get a reward by completing the bonus goal. Complete one invention that uses rules and intellect. Okay. Stimulus. Tap here to select researcher. Tap here to check a researcher. Unlock. Confirm. Okay. When researchers begin, all deployed researchers will start working. You can track their progress here. Experimental process. An expert on methodological visited and fainted after seeing your experimental process. To regain consciousness, he said you use astrology to decide when to conduct each experiment, crystal ball to judge when it is done, and you still think you can write a paper on it. You replied, hey, we did every step 3 times. That's so stupid. Today's most important result. Our last results were wrong. Academic debate. 2 researchers argue late into the night in the lab about a small detail in a theory. Their voices got louder and louder until they had written enough formulas to cover 3 whole chalkboards. The next day, you spot a small note in the corner. What were we fighting about anyway? Neither of them can remember, but the formulas are still there and seem somewhat useful. Skip this step. Surely no one will notice. Hopefully not. No, my last results were wrong. After research ends, each laboratory's finished product will be examined and rated. We got a C. The higher your product's rating, the more reward funds and XP you get for your laboratory. Next and first anything. Your final results for this evaluation is rank number 1 for your invention, perceptual residue. Keep up the good work. We got a lot of funds for that. Oh my god. Complete 2 inventions in total. Okay. Ah, we get rewards. No. I'll do this off camera. I'll do this off camera probably. Because I still...
Good morning. The timing with which you push the door is just right. The bread and...
What's going on here? Ah. There go a disc. Next one. Good, good, good.
Morning. I had a dream last night.
Yeah, because I still don't have fucking Enigma.
You want it?
This fucking shit. I lost to Regulus, which pisses me off. There we go. There we go. About this one. With full stars, watch the main event. Hard mode with full stars. There's a hard mode? Oh, you hate me. Oh, you hate me. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Am I filling this video up because I know that some other parts are like very short, and so we're filling it out? We are. Crisis. Okay. Come on. I can beat you up.
Should I flutter?
I want to get everything for this event story specifically because this is sort of my favorite thing. I like Laplace, okay? I'm a Laplace fan girl, okay? I love Laplace. It's like one of my favorite parts of the reverse 999 world building.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
That's because I love all the characters that work there. Except Lucy. Lucy creeps me out. And always will.
Anyone crazy seeing blood?
I have to
Pray for the living.
the feather to answer.
Tu verras mon fils.
On ne passe pas.
Return to your position.
This is why I think you guys seeing my lovely me doing these fights and these event stories, you see why I wanted this guy on my team. You see why. You see why now, don't you? I was so adamant to use him because oh my god.
I have the rear.
This ends now.
Strike when the time is right.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
I forgot. Oh yeah. They leave one, so then they can explode.
Be patient.
They've fallen still.
Look guys, I'm doing this so I can gacha for Enigma, okay? That's why. That's why. I want my baby boy.
I'll keep them occupied.
Safety's off.
Strike when the time is right.
This ends now. The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Return to your position. At the ready. I have the rear.
Safety off.
Strike when the time is right.
This is so simple. I feel like I should explain why this is always what I do on the first turn. I will in the next one.
Do not think with me. They've fallen still.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain why I always do this for my first turn.
At the ready.
Because people might not understand. We got our lovely buff here. Self-buff gains 1 stack of work as 1 for 2 rounds. That allows him to basically attack after another of the characters has attacked. Then we have Sentinel's Channel, which, if I can fucking read it, no, you're fucking stupid. Self-Channel enters the Hour of Repentance status and gains 6 stacks of Dread Bullet. Additionally gains 2 stacks of Locked On. If not already under Hour of Repentance, consumes 1 point of Blood Tip to grant 6 stacks of Dread Bullet to the adjacent ally in front. Basically, this lets her to do her shit. Basically, lets her to do her, hey, if you attack my allies, I'm gonna fucking kill you, sort of thing. And of course, you have lovely Isolde's mass attack here, deals 200 reality damage. That's not the important thing. The desired freedom is debuff. Lowers a lot of things down of the opponent, which is very much needed in some cases. But it's good to have that buff, that debuff immediately off the bat.
The enemies of peace shall be stamped out.
Okay. My guy is not keeping it. How dare he?
I'll keep them occupied.
There he is. He's got, yeah. That did not hold firm on him.
They've fallen still.
Here we go. Yay! There we go. We fucking did it now. We could always get a gluttony. I don't know why Walking Terror's here. I'm the director of the Baba Yaga's house, used in Insight and Resonance. Okay, we'll get the 3. Even though I don't think I have any characters that need it. Bomb the puzzle. I'll take it. Should do old tickets. There you go. There it is. And that should be all the rewards now. Except for the complete induction, which I'll do off camera. Let's get some of you. Yeah. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Good morning. The timing with which you push the door is just
Hi,
right.
Axe.
The bread in the kitchen.
And that's everything. Right, let's do some gacha to finish this off. Enigma, please come home. I have your boyfriend. I double checked, actually. God damn it. Charlie!
The troopers are here.
God damn it.
It's my pleasure to meet you, my fellow.
I hate everything. How dare they? Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And see you guys next week. Bye-bye.